Are you going to run for president?
No announcements here today. I'm going through the process that I think 17 or 18 other folks are going through right now, which is trying to determine whether your message is a good message, and out there delivering a message on making sure that we have a message that unifies the country. One of the things that really bothers me the most about what we see going on in the Capitol building behind you is the divisiveness that we see in Washington, D.C. And I think people are looking for someone to bring us together. And I put a book out last year called Blue Collar Conservatives. And it's the whole idea that we have to start bringing those who are being left behind by this economy. We have to give them an opportunity to be able to reach that American dream again. And I think Republicans, frankly, have been very weak on that. And there's a real opportunity for a candidate to come forward with a plan that's going to provide upward mobility for everybody and unite the country in a way that we haven't seen in a long time.
Do you think Mitt Romney lost because religious conservatives stayed home?
I think there's a lottery. I wouldn't point to that specifically, although there's certainly evidence that happened. I think there's also evidence that he didn't do a very good job reaching out to the very voters that I just talked about. I think there's a lot of folks who are very disenchanted with both political parties because neither party is really talking about them and really saying, what's the way forward for the 70% of Americans who don't have a college degree but want economic opportunity like everybody else, and nobody's talking about them.
Yet again, you have the Republican Party focused on a social conservative issue with what was going on in Indiana and Arkansas.
Well, I mean, there's room for lots of debates on lots of issues, and we're going to hopefully have a very great conversation about national security in this election and the Iranian deal, for example. So there's lots of room for lots of issues to be discussed. I've made the central focus of what I've been out talking about, the fact that 90% of American workers don't own their own business. They're actually working for businesses, and that Republicans better have a message that appeals to their place in the world today and their opportunity to rise in society. And I'm really excited that some Republicans now, not many, but some are beginning to follow along with what I've been talking about for the past several years and begin to talk about those issues. That's an encouraging sign for me.